Hello everybody, and thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Cynthia and I am the Fishing Mommy. Today's video is sponsored by Mystery Tackle Box. Now, if you're not familiar with Mystery Tackle Box, it is a monthly fishing tackle subscription service. And basically you sign up for one of, I think it's 3 levels of boxes, the regular, the pro, or the elite. This is the pro box that I'm going to be unboxing today. And if you've never tried Mystery Tackle Box before, by the way, you can use my code and get your first box for $10. And I highly recommend it. One lure, one good quality lure can be $10. And in this box, you'll see it is just jam-packed with really great things. So Mystery Tackle Box is a great way to discover new lures, to learn about new techniques, and to try some stuff you might not otherwise try. I live in the suburbs of New York City, and there are not a lot of bait and tackle shops, really close by where I live. So for me, MTB is an amazing way for me to get access to lures and tackle that I might not otherwise be able to get. So again, I'm going to leave that code and that link down in the description. Go ahead and check out Mystery Tackle Box. You will love it. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and dive into September 2021 Mystery Tackle Box Pro that I received for bass. Now there are different species, but I have the Bass Pro box here. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. If you're not familiar with Mystery Tackle Box, they have a really cool box. There's a ruler in here, and you can catch and win, as you see. So you can take pictures of your catches with this ruler and submit them to win great prizes on Instagram. In every Mystery Tackle Box, there's a card that tells you the contents of the box, and it'll tell you the value of each lure as well. I'm gonna dig that out, and we'll start there. First glance into the box, as you see, it is packed full of stuff. I'm really excited about this one, guys. Here is the card for September 2021. So on the card, the first thing is the 13 fishing jabberjaw, and that is $11.99. So already, if you paid $10 for this box, just the first lure, you've already won the game. You're already ahead of the game. So let's find that jabberjaw and take a look at what the lure is. It is the 13 fishing jabberjaw. Okay, here it is. Super, super cool. This is a really unique bait. I admit I already am familiar with this. I've never fished with one before, but I know what it is, and it's really unique. It almost combines a square bill and a chatterbait together. So I'm going to show you what I mean. So it is a shape, kind of like a crankbait. Obviously it's a crankbait. It's a shape similar to a square bill or a diving crank. And of course it has this squared off bill, which is made of metal like a chatterbait. And look at this, it moves. This little doohickey moves, which is amazing. So your line tie is here. And then what happens is as you're working this bait, the bait is doing its wiggling motion, and this thing is chattering like a chatterbait, but subsurface. Really, really, really cool bait. I cannot wait to fish this. This lure is floating, so if you knock it into some cover, it's going to float back up, which is great. Reduces your chances of losing it, and it dives 2 to 4 feet, making that jabbering sound the whole way. I'm really excited about the 13 fishing jabberjaw, and this retails for $11.99. The next lure in the box is the Reaction Strike Ranger. And this is another crankbait. This is a little guy. There we go. And this is another, dives 2 to 4 feet. And it's great at deflecting off of cover and luring fish. So it has a little bit deeper thud in there. It has, I don't know if you can hear the BBs in there, but they're a lower pitch, so that's going to actually call in fish from a further distance away, is the theory anyway. And again, this dives 2 to 4 feet, and I personally love smaller crankbaits like this. They work really, really well in northern waters. The waters that I fish are pressured, and so I'm excited to throw this bait. I think this is going to be very effective where I live. So again, that is the Reaction Strike Ranger, and it lists for $6.99. Already in just these two baits, we have like $19 worth of value. So, I mean, this box is such a great deal. The next lure in the box is a Googan Squad Hummer. Now, this is the Googan Squad's buzz bait. And what's really interesting to me about the buzz bait that the Googans made, two things. One is that they put a little tiny rubber band. I don't know if you can see that. They put a little tiny rubber band on the bend in the wire. And what I like about that is that it really keeps your bait on the line. I'm going to open this up and show you guys what I mean. Okay, there is your little green rubber band. Is this going to focus or not? Hopefully it did. So you can see that little green rubber band there, right there. And that's going to keep your line where it belongs on the bait. The other thing is that the metal, this thing, I don't even know what you call this thing, actually has holes in it. And these holes are going to change the way that it moves through the water, but also create extra bubbles. So this is going to increase the sort of distressed feature of the bait. So it's going to mimic an injured bait fish as it goes across the water, and it's going to create more bubbles as it goes because of these little holes in the blade. So those are the two features of the Googan Squad Hummer that I think are really outstanding and make it a little bit different from everything else on the market. Also, the wire is really nice and strong. Mustad hooks, I believe. Let me double check that. Yes, mustad hooks on this, as you can see, and they are sturdy, they're stout. It's got a nice keeper on the bait for your trailer. So there you go, Googan Squad Hummer, and this color is black and blue flake. Great color. I don't throw a lot of like black and blue worms or that kind of thing, or creatures, but something like a buzz bait in black is definitely a winner where I live. So we have a lot of cloudy days, and this is going to get it done. The Googan Squad Hummer retails for $6.29. Next up is a soft plastic, and it is the Westin Cree Craw. Now this is an interesting bait because it's kind of a cross between a crawfish and a creature. So like a bandito bug and a cracking craw had a baby. So that's the Cree Craw. Let me show you what one looks like. It's like a smaller profile bug with a craw, and it's got these extra appendages here as well. See these little guys here. It has an anise scent, which smells really, really good. This is, I'm not sure what color they call this, but it looks like sort of like a morning dawn color. Let's see. Oh, June bug, of course. I think these are awesome. I could really see this being great on either a jig head or a, with Hexus rig. So this might be good for a punching rig. I really like these. Heck, I'd even use these as a trailer. So really, really cool bait. This is the Westin Cree Craw. There you go. And that's a 5-pack. And these are 3 3/8 inches long. And they retail for $5.99. Speaking of flipping, we have next the Googan Squad Thick Jig. Now, I love Googan Squad jigs. Love them. My favorite jigs that are on the market are Googan Squad jigs and also Trashmaster jigs that come from Catchco. But this is the thick flippin' jig, and I actually don't have one of these yet, but this is really, really cool. The color is Rotten Pumpkin, and this is a 1/2 ounce flipping jig. And this time of year, the vegetation is starting to die back in lakes pretty much across the country. So you're starting to see like that hydrilla dying off, and it's floating up towards the surface. It's creating those mats. This is the perfect item to be throwing in those dying back mats. So the Googan Squad flipping jig, it's a 1/2 ounce. It is shaped so that it's going to get right down there into those mats. And, oh, this is great. Wow. I doubt you can really see the shape of this jig head, but it's like a diamond shape. It's very cool. It's sort of like a 4-dimensional diamond shape made really to punch through that cover. And it's got a real beefy weed guard here. Very stiff weed guard, which you could trim if you wanted, but I actually like to leave them the way they are. I do spread them out a little bit like that. And the color is called Rotten Pumpkin. This is a phenomenal color for me in my water because it's got a little bit of orange on it. And all year round, I find that for my waters, anything with orange, green pumpkin and orange, or watermelon orange, works amazingly well. So I am really, really excited about this. This is probably the first thing I'm gonna throw when I get a chance to get out on the water and fish. That's the Googan Squad Thick Jig, and that retails for $4.99. Next up, Gambler Flappin' Shad. I'm a big fan of Gambler lures, and they don't really sell them locally around here. I believe it's a Florida company, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Pompano Beach, Florida. And they make some great bass lures. I've had good luck with them in the salt as well. This is a really cool shape. This is sort of a cross between like a fluke and a paddle tail, because it's not a true paddle. It's like a fin almost on the back. And that action is really, really cool. I like this, and it is pearl white, color that I really like. I'll show you the whole profile. This is kind of a cross between like a Zoom fluke and like half of a Craw or something. I don't know what you'd call this thing, but I really like it. It's a great shad imitator, and this time of year, this is a nice size. It's not too small, but it's gonna catch the attention of those big fish. That is the Gambler Flappin' Shad, and these retail for $3.19. The last piece of tackle in the box is these spear point hooks. These are 3/0 hooks, and it's a 2-pack. You know, honestly, I haven't used these spear points very much. I've gotten them a couple of times in various sizes in my mystery tackle boxes, and they're very unique because they have this unusual shape to them. And the idea is that when the fish bites, that this hook is going to, you know, basically hold that fish better. These hooks retail for about $1.80 per pack. I am going to fish with this box, and I'm making a commitment now that you will see a video. Even if I only catch one fish, I'll do a video. If I don't catch any fish, I won't do a video. But I'm pretty sure, given the fact that we're in the early fall transition, I'll be able to catch fish. So that is all the tackle items in this month's box. As you can see, there were 7 items, so this was a really nice full box. And I'm really happy with it. Let me add up the value for you real quick. Adding up all of the value on this card, there's about $40 of value here. So if you have bought this box for 10 bucks, you are styling. And even if you have paid full price for it, full price is only $29 a month. So you have basically gotten, you know, a lure, the most expensive lure in here for free. That is gonna do it for this video, unboxing my Mystery Tackle Box Pro for the month of September. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing, and I hope you learned a little something about what baits are available in mystery tackle boxes. Again, check out that link in the description if you'd like to get your first box for only $10. Thank you again for spending your valuable time with me. I really appreciate it. If you like my content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and please turn on the notification bell so that you'll know every time I do another upload. I try to do 1 to 2 uploads every week. I really appreciate all of your support. Thank you again, and I will catch you later.